Proud of Asia.
Go, Asia.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Pull Up Experience Podcast Edition. Today we got Brandon, of course, but we are at episode 216, and y'all know that's my favorite number, birthday and area code. And today we have the pleasure of sitting down with Asia Simmons of Asia's Photo Book. Stop.
Oh no.
I was this close. Restart.
Did it throw you off?
You did.
No, I didn't throw you off.
No, you did. Freaky Friday. We on freaking 13 going on 30.
All right, y'all.
Wrong movie.
Let's start from the beginning. All right.
Okay.
3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Pull Up Edition.
See, that's what I said.
Last one. I promise. If I mess it up, you can have it.
All that
So
drink.
this is what all goes to the bag.
Okay. Well, it's a blooper reel.
Man,
I'm recording too, so.
Oh.
I might
There you go,
use
Asia.
this
Yeah.
for funny memories.
That's right. Yes.
real players mess up too. Just keep going, guys. Stick with your journey. It's part of the process.
All right, so you ready?
Yes.
3, 2, 1.
Hey everybody, and welcome to the Pull Up Experience Podcast Edition. Today we are on episode 216.
Yes.
We got Brandon, we got myself, but more importantly, we have Asia Simmons of Asia's Photo Book. She is here today to show us life through her lens, and she's going to help us understand who she is, her journey, how she continues to document everything throughout the city. And because it's episode 216, we're going to talk about all things Cleveland. Without further ado, Asia, welcome to the podcast. Feel free to introduce yourself to the people.
Well, I'm Asia Simmons. This is a little different. I'm looking at a camera when I feel like I should be looking at you guys as we're talking. But I'm a photographer in the city. You probably just see me pop up out of nowhere like the last year. But I'm just happy to talk to everybody. So let's get started.
No,
Yes.
welcome. Yes, let me ask you this. Let me start it all because we love talking about what got you to where. Because everyone knows everyone's the glory behind the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's start from the beginning. Cleveland born and raised.
Mm-hmm.
So what part of Cleveland are you representing?
Well, I grew up in Warrensville Heights.
Okay, shout out to Warrensville. Warrensville Tigers, you know. So let me ask you this. So growing up, were you that kid who had that Polaroid in their hand, or when did the gift cultivate for you?
Probably since I was born with my mom and dad.
Shout out to mom and dad.
Yeah, mom and dad, they had video cameras. My mom had a camcorder, so I just always seen cameras, always surrounded. My mom and dad would record everything, like me as a baby, growing up, me and my sister, our family. So it was just natural. Like we would rewatch our home movies, and I just thought that we were on TV all the time. So that's just what we did, and it would be weird. Like I would go to my friends' houses, and I'm like, "Let's watch your home movies," and they're like, "What?" Like, what are you talking about? I'm like, your mom just record you too?
Yeah.
So like I just was always around cameras, and I think when I was about 13, I wanted to tell my own stories. So my parents got me my own camcorder, and I would just take it out and record my friends and family, like basically take over from my parents and start telling my own story versus being like in their memories, like as their little baby, and like, let me go out and show what I see.
That's good. Now, we were at a panel discussion. Someone said something that stuck with me. They were talking about we just people as general. We have to tell our own story because if we don't tell our story, someone else will. And I love how you said that. You like your parents got a point of view because they said they see your baby. You're like, no, I am who I am. I think that's dope. So let me ask you this because, like you're right. I have seen you when I'm at an event. I'm like, oh shoot, there go Andrew. How do you know which moments to capture? Because I think there's a difference between capturing a moment and knowing which moments to capture.
I guess just going back to my parents, like home movies, just the general feeling of like being happy. Like when I watch those things back, it's just we look so happy, and like, you know, every day is not happy. So it could have been days that were bad or like bad memories, but if I look back, all I think about is those happy, fun times. And like my parents just made everything so the smallest thing, like this button, so exciting. like we love stuff like this. Like I like the hype button.
Oh yeah, come on now. Oh yeah.
Like so.
I'm glad somebody said it on camera because it's going away next episode.
So we just find joy in little things. Like I've always been raised like that. So just the smallest smile of a person, like I want to capture people just interacting, like talking, just that. And I guess I go to a lot of predominantly Black events, so just showing Black people being happy and having fun, because that's just kind of like how I grew up. Like it's really sad when you watch TV and you watch the news and you see us and we're either going to jail, we're getting shot by the police. Like it's always some bad news. And it's like, where's the good news? Like even when you look at photographers and their work, when they showcase Black people, what are we doing? It's like the one Black lady, the picture of the Black lady like hunched over like this with the rollers in her head, or like it's a Black man with the world on his shoulder, and then or like when we are getting shot by the police and there's protesters, you see us up with our fists in the air, like we're always struggling, and it's like we have fun too. And like even with watching TV and movies, when you see a Black character in television or in media, we're struggling. Yeah. We don't have a Stranger Things or like a happy story or just like a regular. We are people too. Like
you got Black Panther. That's close
but what is Black Panther doing? We're fighting for justice. Like why can't we just have a Stranger Things and be fighting zombies? Or like why can't we just be? Well, we had friends. Well, we had Living Single and they made it friends, but like. We need more of that type of thing of us as people. We don't always have to be fighting the good fight. Like, I don't want to be like, this probably is going to get cut. This might be
we don't cut.
Oh,
this might be like, controversial, but like Jewish people, like when they get a Jewish character, they not always talking about the Holocaust.
Yeah, that's real.
They're living their lives. Like there's characters that are Jewish and they do whatever they do. They're not like, oh, in 1945 we were in internment camps. My grandma was this and that. Every time you see us, we talking about slavery, civil rights. Not that it's not important to talk about, but our ancestors went through all of that, so we can be happy. Like we don't have to be struck. Like they died for that. They died for us to be happy, and we still in pain. Like we still showcasing pain. Like why can't we just be happy? Like I don't know. Like that's just how.
So in your journey of rewriting the narrative, because you play an important part of documenting what actually happens, like outside of these talks, like our normal day to day, which I love about when you come out to events and you really do a good job at shining a light on us in all phases, but in navigating and rewriting that narrative, what are some topics that you wish were discussed more because you see it so often?
Just all the cool things that are out here. A lot of events I post about, people don't know. They didn't know about it. They never heard about it. What is this? Like a lot of people ask me like, what's going on? I'm like, well, you didn't know? And a lot of the stuff I don't know. People just ask me to come and I'm like, okay. And then I'll show up and I'm like, oh, this is what you're doing? Like, this is really cool. Like,
the 33 verses looked really cool.
Yeah, 33 verses was really fun. Shout out to Mary. Thank you for that. For inviting me to come out. Like, it's just so many things out there that we can all be exposed to. So many free events. You don't have to pay an arm and a leg to have a good time or to have a good experience. Like, I know you guys are probably going to ask me about like my journey, but I think this question will be answered better at the end. Just when I explain like all of the pathways that got me to right here. And like that will continue to help me go along the way. But it all just starts with going to one thing and talking to people, and then you talk to that one person, and then they introduce you to somebody else, and then they introduce you to somebody else, and then they say, oh, come here, and then you go, and then you meet more people, and then it just keeps going and going and going and going. But you have to go out the first time. You have to open your mouth.
What was your first time?
Last August was my first time trying to go out and be professional. Like I was always taking pictures. I've always had cameras since I was 13. I just turned 30. So like I've had cameras for 17 years. So I would just record my friends and my family. Like I would be in high school with a video camera in like 2010 when nobody was doing that. I didn't understand, like looking back, I was already vlogging. But YouTube and stuff, it wasn't like how it is now, where I could have been posting me and my friends like going to the mall, and I could have been making money. I didn't know that. But I was just doing it. Everybody thought I was irritating. I was getting on everybody's nerves because I would
get the camera on my face.
I would be in class, and then I'd go in my book bag, and slowly, like, this camera would come out when we would have substitutes. I wouldn't do it when we would have our real teachers, but I would pull it out every time we had a sub, and like when everybody being bad, and I would record like our class, and like if we went on field trips, I would pull it out and just record, just show it, anything and everything. My friends, they played along, like they tolerated it, but I think I was annoying. But I just did it, even at family gatherings, family events, always coming out. It got to the point my mom didn't even need her camcorder anymore because I was gonna do it. But then it was funny because now it's like I'm not in the stuff anymore. Now it's like her and everybody else, and they're like, move, go, and I'm like, well, you was doing it first, so. But doing that, I kind of lost the question.
Your first time.
But the first time doing it professionally was back in August. I used, so this is a tip since we're talking about Cleveland. If anybody needs to know like what's going on in Cleveland, go to thisiscleveland.com. This is CLE.com, aka Destination Cleveland. That's how I was finding all my events like before. And they have like an event calendar. You can filter for free events, like, and you can just find stuff. So I would just find things that interest me. So one day after work, I was like, I don't got nothing to do. It's Friday. I'm bored. So I went on the website, and there was like a rooftop party in Battery Park. So I went there. I think it was called the Golden Hour CLE rooftop party last August. And I took my camera, took all my stuff, and I was just there. And people started talking to me like I was a photographer. And I was just like, they were like, who are you here with? Like, who are you working for? Literally, I just walked through the door with the camera on my neck. People just started talking to me. I didn't know anybody there. I came by myself. I just wanted to take pictures and look and see what it was. Like, I didn't know where I was going. It just looked cool. I'm like, I've never been on a rooftop party, so let me just go.
So what you're telling me is, if I want to get access to any event, I just need to have a camera on around my. I'm impressed. Media.
Well, honestly, I mean, and I tell the photographers that when they ask me, like, well, what can I do? Just go.
Just show up.
People don't know any better when you put the camera on. Like, people are so used to their phones. They think you have a cell phone, you're a photographer. No, you're not.
Episode.
You're not. Wait. You have a cell phone. That does not make you a photographer.
That's our episode right there.
If you have a cell phone, that does not make you a photographer.
Yeah, that's good.
So when you show up with a camera on your neck, no matter what it is, that's not a phone. People think you're important. So again, I just walked in, didn't know anybody, was just taking pictures of people. They started talking to me. So I just started talking back. Hi, I'm Asia. And like, you know, the thing, fake it till you make it. Y'all think I'm a real photographer? Okay, I am. So I just walked around, and when I was there, I met Manny Wallace. I don't know if you guys know him or have spoke to him, but he shoots a lot of events. I met him, introduced myself. I'm like, are you a real photographer? Because his camera was bigger than mine. So
was it the lens or the camera that was big?
It's a camera. The white camera behind you guys is, well, your phone camera thing. That's what I was using. So his was bigger, like an extendo lens. I'm just like, oh, he must be for real. Like, my camera not.
Time out. Because now my mind is real. I'm like, do I need? So let's say I'm not a real photographer, but because I have a more extended. Does it have the quality of the?
No.
Okay.
It doesn't matter. Like, what I've learned is, and just watching other photographers now that I've met more and seen more and seen their equipment, my camera is the smallest one out there. And I've seen better
pictures though.
Yeah, like I've seen some photos and like people that are established and been out here and got a lot of following and stuff. Not gonna say nobody's name, but they ugly. Your pictures are ugly. I don't know how y'all be getting jobs where they be ugly. And like I be coming out with this little thing. Like somebody came up to me and was like, "Oh, I know you. You the girl with the little camera." Like they be talking to me like mine is just small, but it's like, yeah, it's little, but my picture's big though.
Oh, that's the title.
God's title. My camera's small, my picture's big.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, like so that's
tight.
kind of it. But just again, introducing myself, meeting more people. Manny was really nice. Like he was just like, "Oh, I'm here. I work with such and such." I'm like, "Well, who do you work for? Like, how do you get hired? How do you do this?" So I just started talking to people, and like he was telling me a little bit. He was like, "I work for the same magazine. Like, I'm here." And then I started walking around, and then like the guy that sells the applesauce, the Holmes applesauce, he was speaking. I guess that's what the whole event was for. Again, I didn't know that. I just saw rooftop party, so I was like, "I want to go." So he was speaking, and there was a couple other entrepreneurs. They were like on the panel talking, and then the person that was interviewing them was Camille Janice. I hope I'm saying her last name right. But she does like tastemakers and stuff.
Yeah, shout out to Camille.
So when I was watching her interviewing everybody and like just looking at the event, a lot of people weren't black. So I'm like, okay, I want to introduce myself to her, and then like Manny is also black, so I'm like, okay, let me introduce myself to Camille and see like how long she's been doing what she's been doing, because she looks like she's doing like really good. Like I like watching her. Like she's dressed really nice. Like she's representing black women really well.
Yeah.
So after she like got off the stage, I was like, hi, like my name is Asia. Like what do you do? And then that's kind of like how I've done everybody. Like introduce myself, say what do you do, and then she just started telling me. And she was like, yeah, I've been doing entrepreneurship for like 5 years. Like I interview people sometimes, but she does a lot more than that. And then when I met her, she told me about tastemakers, and she invited me to the next event that I was gonna pop up at. And she was like, yeah, follow our Instagram. We have an event coming up. And she told me about Futureland. Futureland advertisements were there. So that's like another big event that I shot at. But she told me about Futureland, and there were some other people that were working for Futureland there that I took pictures of at that time, but didn't know who they were until I met them at other events that I was invited to. And I'm like, oh, I recognize you because I took your picture. And they're like, what? And I'm like, here, let me show you. So I'm like going through my phone, like, is this you? So then that's how I would introduce myself to people. Like, I have a picture of you on my phone. Is this you? Is this you? Is this you? And they're like, oh, it is. And they're like, I really like that picture. I'm like, you do? So follow me on Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, so that's how I would start growing. But it all started from that event on the roof. And then it kind of just like exploded. So like Camille invited me to the Tastemakers event. It was called For the Culture. So I went there. It was at some other nice place I never heard of. I just showed up. And it was a whole bunch of people there. When I got in there, the mayor was there. I met the mayor for the first time. Like I got to take a picture with the mayor. So that was really cool. But it like again, just meeting more and more people. I met First Me Good. She does like clothes. She makes clothes out of like Nike tennis shoes. I met her there. Yeah, y'all don't follow her?
I don't yet, but I'm about to.
Well, yeah,
I do. Don't Marquita, she don't be knowing.
I'm just dope. I didn't know.
I'm just gonna shout out everybody that I've met, because like they all played a part in like me getting here, just me talking to them or taking their picture or showing them. So like I met her there. She was like, did we meet before? I'm like, I don't think so, but she feels like we know each other, but I'm just like, I don't know, but I know you now.
Yeah.
Like, so I met her. I met the mayor at the for the culture event. I also met Sunda from Self Love Club. She won an award, so I was taking her picture, introduced myself to her, and then like I met Awful Aaron. He does art. I met him there. I met Alicia, and she does like the creative meetups and stuff. But I had met her originally on the roof. I took her picture, but I didn't know that it was her. But like I re-met her again. Also on the first day of the rooftop, I met Morgan Page. I took her picture with Camille, but again, I didn't know it was her until like a month or so later. I went to the creative meetup that Alicia put on. After I met her at the for the culture event, we talked, and she was like, well, I do this, like you should come. So then I came there, and then Morgan was there, and then she did her poetry. She was speaking about like Black people and our rights, and like speaking up for yourself, and like advocating we're an entrepreneur and stuff. And I was like, wow, she sounds like really cool. I want to get to know her. I want her to help me. So then like she helped me. She was mentoring me. Like we I don't know, I'm about to cry. Like just thinking about like everything that it took to get here.
Yeah.
And like all the people and like how I felt when I started, I didn't feel confident at all.
Get out, really?
I was like, this is so stupid. Like, nobody's gonna believe that I'm a real photographer. Like, again, looking at my camera, seeing how little it was, and seeing photographers that were hired and how big they were, and looking at Instagram and seeing other photographers that have already been doing it and seeing their work. And I'm like, my stuff doesn't look anything like this. Like, how am I gonna fit in here? How is my stuff gonna be seen? Because like, I would post stuff and my mom and dad would like it, my sisters would like it, a few of my friends would like it, but like it wasn't going nowhere. Like nobody was liking my stuff. I'm like, y'all don't like this, like y'all don't like nature, like y'all don't like pretty buildings, like y'all don't like this stuff. But then like I'll see other photographers, y'all want to see club photos, like that's all y'all want to see is people popping bottles, like y'all don't like this. So I was like, my stuff not good, like ain't nobody gonna like it. I don't got the right equipment. I don't got nothing. Like how are people going to like it? Like of course my parents like it because I'm their daughter. My friends they have to like it. Like the people that know me have to like it. But how are other people going to like it? And I guess that day when I went on the roof, I had a situation where I was dealing with some stupid boy. He hurt my feelings. He made me mad, and like again, I was just feeling really down. And I'm like, if don't nobody like me, I gotta like me.
Yes.
And it's like I like my pictures. I think they good. So I'm gonna just go out and like I've tried to make photography pages before, but I would delete them because I'm like nobody on here. Like ain't nobody looking. Like
not enough people knew you existed.
So I made like 2 or 3 photography pages before, and I would delete them
prior to the photo book.
Yes.
Get out.
So I deleted them, but that time, like after that boy made me mad, I said I'm gonna keep this up, and I'm gonna show him, and I'm gonna show me. I'm gonna just prove that I've been doing this and that this stuff is good.
Absolutely.
So I just started going like I just went everywhere, and then everybody that talked to me that like gave affirming words, all those people I named, like there's so many more. I just took that like they see something in me.
Come on now. And I will say this because I believe that a lot of times if you're a creative, innovator, entrepreneur, I feel like, and this is my opinion, out of tragedy, here comes triumph.
Yeah.
And I know your story, my story, Marquita's story, we all
the
like
same exact
thing.
All three of them.
All 3 of us. And I feel like that's God. What's the passage? God's gonna kill me. I should know my scripture, but He'll take your pain and make it into. Oh my goodness, why don't I know this passage? But it's the long story short, He'll take your pain and make it to something better.
Yes. So that's kind of like what's been happening, and like again, all those people that affirm me, like again, Morgan, Camille, Manny, Alicia, you guys, like me meeting you at the creative meetup, just like, hi, I'm Asia. Like I take photos. I'm like, I know you got your podcast. Can I come on? Like I didn't think he was really gonna say yes.
Come on now.
So I like, you know how you say stuff, but you don't think like I'm thinking he was gonna be like, well, we'll see. Like you don't know how many people I've introduced myself to, and then they like give me compliments or like, I really like your work. Like you said that. You're like, I really like your stuff. I'm like, well, put me on your show then. Like,
I remember that.
like, but people will say that, and then I'm the type of person, if you tell me something, I have no reason to not believe you. So I'm gonna believe you, and I think that's why like that Superboy hurt my feelings, because I believe people. I'm not gonna think badly of you. Like I'm going to trust you because I don't say anything I don't mean. But a lot of people do.
Yes.
A lot of people say stuff that they don't mean. They'll say they're okay and they're not.
Yeah.
They'll say they're fine and they're not. I'll tell people, y'all getting on my nerves. Like, or I don't want to be here, or like, or can I go home, or I'm not okay today.
Yeah.
But then when you say that, people don't know what to say, so then it's like awkward, and then you're just like, okay, let me just leave. But yeah, they'll say like, oh, I'm gonna work with you, or oh, let's connect, oh, whoop-de-whoop, wop wop, and then you don't hear from them,
Right.
or like they disappear, or like they reach out to you and then you follow up and then they ghost you.
Mm.
Yeah.
So it's just like, okay, um, but yeah, like I lose my train of thought, like,
No,
because
you
so many
good.
things, but
But that's the reason why me and Marquita started this
Yeah.
platform. Like the reason why some of the pull-up experience was literally because we're introverts
Yeah.
yeah,
and we were tired of seeing the same people in
Seven
Cleveland,
people. Yeah.
just always, and not have there was no platform like ours at the time where there was be able to. No matter you have 5 followers, you have 5 million followers. We want to
Yeah.
hear the story.
Yeah.
Hear great stories
Well,
like
thank
yours,
you.
you know. And
I appreciate it.
no, I'm about to say, if the day I start getting jaded like that, y'all, I'm shut
We're
down
gonna
the studio.
humble you, don't worry.
Oh yeah, that's
you.
one
You'll be
thing Marquita and the kid gonna do. They gonna humble me.
No, but okay, so in this journey, what I love about that is you got out your feelings and you got in the right environment.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you were able to be appreciated and then start appreciating yourself more.
Yeah, like seeing how much people like my stuff, it was like, okay, this wasn't in vain. And like
Yeah.
I started posting stuff that I was doing before I came out, and people was liking it. I'm like, so it really was good. Like maybe I was showing it to the wrong people.
Yeah.
With your audience.
Yeah, because when I remade this page, it was public. Like I wasn't following everybody I went to school with. Wasn't trying to get like them to follow me or like me or see what I'm doing, because it's like when people know you, they don't want to see you outside of what they knew you as. Like in Mooresville, when I was at school, like I was a smart girl. It was like me and my 3 friends, we did everything together. We was always together, like and we were, like I said, we were just the smart girls, the nerdy girls, like the quiet girls, y'all, the group with the girl with the camera, y'all always around, like I guess we were just like the nerds. And then like when you try to evolve and like grow out of that, or just show that, yeah, I'm smart, but I do other stuff too. Like I do
versatile.
Like I do photography and all these things, or you want to get out of that little kid box. Like I'm an adult now, like I'm still that girl, but I'm grown
There's so
up.
much more to me.
Yeah, like I've grown up. Like there's more. So like maybe they didn't want to see that. Like maybe they just wanted to keep me as Asia from high school, or Asia from middle school, or this person. But it's like I'm growing now. And then I think that I took that internally and started to think, like, am I allowed to grow? Like, am I allowed to be what people, more than what people see me as? Like, even with family, like, am I allowed to be more than just Asia, your daughter?
Yeah.
Asia, your sister. Asia, your friend. Asia, your sidekick. Like, can I be more? Can I be the star? Like, I would have like talks with my mom, or like crying to my mom sometimes, and be like, I just feel like I'm the side character in everybody's story, and I don't have the time to be the main character in my own. And like this past year, I put myself first. I've been the main character, and like I've become the main character, and people are seeing me, and it's very weird, because for so long I was like to the side. Like how right now I'm in the middle. Like I would be over there, and I would be watching the person in the middle, and I would be thinking, like, what do they got that I don't got? Like, I'm smart, or like, why? Like, and then it can make you envious or make you jealous. Like this person is getting all this attention, and like, what's wrong with me? Like, is something, am I broken? Like, why can't I be here? And it's you're not there because you won't let yourself be. Like, you won't allow yourself to be there. You're scared. You're scared if you allow yourself to be in that spot, that the person that's already there won't like you anymore. Like with friendships, like I had a friend that was the star. She was, everybody came to her, and I would be like her side friend, and I would be sent back. Like, I loved her because she was my friend, but at the same time I would get jealous. Like, all the boys like her, they want to walk her home from school, they want to carry her books, they call her on the phone. Like, we worked together at the mall. Like, I got the job first, and I was so excited. I'm like, I want my friend to work with me. I got her the job. Like, I was like, apply. Like, she got hired. And then, like, when she started, everybody started to really like her, and that's great. But then they would come back to me, why you not like your friend? Like,
which is
like,
hard to
like, why you don't act like her, or this or that, or like we would work side by side. We work in the mall. We teenagers. Boys would come to me to give me their number to give to her.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's stressful.
So then like I would be mad, but it's like it's not her fault. But it would make me angry with her. And like why is it not me? Like again, like what's wrong? Like am I broken? And then like I would come home, cry to my mom, like something wrong. Like do I gotta go to the doctor? Like
so when did you start owning your main character energy? Because a lot of us go through that same journey of I'll just play the background. I'm okay with playing the background. And you know, it's hard to be the star when you're also the one that's documented, because it's easier for you to tell other people's stories as the like hiding behind the camera. What has that been like for you to say, you know what, I set out to tell my story from my perspective and let it be me that's telling my story, not what I see in everybody else. Let me find myself.
I think college, because at that point I was separated from everything that made me comfortable. I didn't have those three friends by my side. They were far away. It was just me. I was by myself, and like I'm very introverted, so it was hard for me to make new friends. And I went to Notre Dame College, by the way. Sad that it's gone. Go Falcons, not Falcons, but go Falcons. But yeah, our school is gone. But like I started there, I didn't go away. Like I commuted back and forth. So I stayed at home and I would commute back and forth. I didn't have a car. I would ride the bus. So like I didn't even build the community of living on campus and making friends. Because like right after class, I have to catch the bus and take like an hour and a half bus ride back home. Or like after school, I would go to work. I worked at Beachville Mall. I worked at Chick-fil-A. So then it's like after class, go to work, catch the bus home, ride the bus. But like that was my cycle. So I was alone a lot. Like I didn't have time to go to the school functions to make friends. I would go to class, go to work, go home. Go to class, go to work, go home. So like when you're by yourself that much, you start to think like, who am I without my friends? Like they're off living their life. And like it was really hard for me to go through that, because like when I was like 5 years old, I had a best friend and I was like attached to him. We did everything together. And when we got to like the 5th grade, when we were switching schools, we left Westwood and we were going to Randallwood. He moved. And it felt like my life was
like
over.
You really lost your best friend. Aww.
It felt like my life was over and I was depressed because like I used to get teased in school and like he would stick up for me. So again, being that side character, because I knew I had this person that would step in front of me to push people away. I didn't have to do it because my friends would defend me. They would stick up for me, and like that was all through school. If anybody stepped to me wrong, somebody would come and block me and handle it for me. But when I'm by myself, who gonna handle it? Like you have to stand up for yourself. If somebody try you, if somebody say something, or if you feel uncomfortable, you can't hide anymore. So I really got to learn like how to operate and be in front. And it was weird because like I would hang out with my friends after, like while college was going on, and it's like now I'm learning how to be in front, and it would be weird going back with them because then I would feel like I have to go back to the back.
So you will revert back to the side character
a little bit, and then like some things that used to happen in high school that maybe my friends would do, and maybe I would be quiet or just not say anything, and like things will happen now, like
you could speak up for yourself.
I'm like, this not right, and then it would become like tension within our friendships because it's like now I'm not just gonna sit and watch some stuff go down and not say nothing. Like this don't look right, and I'm gonna stand on it. Like I would say stuff back then and maybe take it back or get real quiet or drop it, and it's like no, like you're going to hear me. Like I want you to hear me, and like I think that maybe a toxic trait I have now is like I feel like I might overtalk people because it's like no, you need to hear me. Like I went so long without being heard. I want everybody to hear what I have to say. I want it to be in your face. So like with photography, because I'm not really good with, sometimes I feel like talking because I can like lose my train of thought. The photos speak for me.
Yeah, you got a visual voice for sure.
The pictures speak for me. Like they say what I want to say. the happiness that I show people having. That's what I want. I'm showing things that I like.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying, oh, this is a good picture. I took it because I like it.
Yeah.
I took a picture of this person. Maybe I like their outfit. Maybe I like their hair. Maybe I like how they look in the light. Like, I just like it. This is my way of saying I like how you look, or I like this, or I like you. If I can't say it, I can show it.
Yeah.
And that's what the pictures do for me. They just, again, they speak for me. They're an extension of me. Like, the pictures are me. Maybe that's why people like them, because it's me in them. Like, I might not be in the picture, but I am in the picture.
Yes.
Yeah, like, it's just different aspects of personalities that I like to show. Like, when I shoot the photography of, I mean, not the photography events, the poetry events or whatever events, when I'm watching these people on stage or speaking or whatever's going on, I admire you. I can't do what you do, but I'm very glad and gracious to be able to show other people what you do, because when I saw you doing it, I was very inspired. It, like, I just really liked it. Like, at the 33 verses, I had no idea what Mary was asking me to shoot. I'm just like, okay, you want to pay me? Like, I'm gonna come. I went in there. Every speaker that went up to the microphone said something so beautiful. They were so vulnerable. Just sharing themselves. And Mary, I hope you do it again. Like, I think you are, but like, it was just so nice. People were coming from out of the state. Like, it was a lady there from California. I think she just saw it like on the internet or on Eventbrite and just showed up at Breakthrough Sound Studios. Yeah, so shout out Breakthrough Sounds, everybody that works there, Brooklyn, Eddie, like all you guys. But that was just a beautiful thing, and just seeing the meeting the people that create the spaces for us to show more of ourselves. Like with you guys being in this space, like you're showcasing everybody, all of the entrepreneurs or just talents in Cleveland on your podcast. Like, you don't have to do that.
I love it.
Yeah.
And like, you're introducing people to people that they may not know.
Yeah.
You're giving somebody like me an opportunity to get used to talking to a phone. And it's still a little awkward, but I mean, I guess it's first time for everything.
I'm glad that you do, because you have a great voice.
You think so? I hate my voice.
Regardless of how you feel about the sound,
it's a message,
man, because she has so much to say.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
And it's like worth watching. Like, what I love about you is that you're owning that. Yes, this is where I was. This is how I kind of came up out of that, and to be honest, I'm still coming.
Yeah, like even now, I kind of don't feel fully qualified to be here. My mom was like, "Where are they gonna ask you that?" She was like, "Do you have pre-planned questions?" I'm like, "No." I'm like, "I don't know what they're gonna say. I'm just gonna be myself, I guess."
And that's like, what we want.
So we're the experts at introductions, right? Dope people meeting dope people, even if you're just meeting yourself. So when it comes to our questions, it's conversations about elevation. Absolutely. So anything that you have done or can do to help pull somebody else in the city up, obviously pull up on us, you know.
Okay.
But pull up is the thing, right? And just the opportunity for you to say, hey, I'm exactly who you guys were. Like, introverts, stepping back, don't want to speak. I'm still the friend. Y'all come at my bro. Yeah, I'm the blocker friend. Yeah. Like, back up.
Like,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's gotten to the point now I don't have to. I used to be the introductory friend. Like, hey, have you met Brandon? Yeah, I don't have to do that no more, because the work has started to speak so much for itself that people run up to Brandon like, hey, I know you do this.
Yeah.
You know, let's connect.
Very similar to yours,
it's very similar, and it's so nice to see the parallel of, and even just saying, like, I really didn't put myself in opportunity to be appreciated, because once you gave yourself the opportunity and like took away the stigma, look at how much from August. That's amazing.
Yeah,
it hasn't even been a year.
It's been very, very fast. I say that to everybody. Like, I didn't expect it at all. Like, I just was like, let me try, and that's just what I tell everybody that thinks they want my advice. Like, I met like younger photographers or like other photographers, and like, you want to mentor me? I'm like, you want me to be your mentor? like I'm just like, I feel like I'm still playing around. Like, I have fun. I really do enjoy taking pictures. Like, even before we set up, and like Khalil was sitting here. What did I do? I was like playing with my camera, taking me out. I got my camera behind your camera. Like I was like, this is just what I do. Like I don't. It's just really fun, and what I would just give advice to anybody is just show up. Again, I was at events before August. I was taking pictures. I look back at some pictures I took in 2022 at the Juneteenth Festival downtown. Khalil was in one of my pictures.
Wow.
Who would have thought I would have met him like a year later at creative meetups? I mean, I didn't remember him, but I looked back at those pictures maybe a month ago, and I'm like, is that? I have to actually send those to him actually. So now that I'm talking about it, I'll hopefully remember to do it. Yeah. But I saw that, and I'm like, I saw them, and I saw like the guy that you guys work with. I'm terrible with names, Steve. But I know his Instagram. Yes. He was in the pictures too.
I seen him at the 33 Verses.
Well, he was at Midtown Tech High.
Yeah, that's what it was. Sydney was in the picture.
Steve's like World's Waldo of like Cleveland. You look up, Steve is there.
Yeah, so like I looked at those pictures from 2022, and he was in there too. He was taking pictures. He had his hoodie on with his logo and stuff. And I'm like, who would have known that I would re-meet these people? And that's like something that I find joy in, is looking back at those old events, because the people were already there.
Yeah,
I was already seeing them. They just didn't see me yet. Yeah, I was there. So like I saw Steve, I saw Khalil, like I said, I saw Morgan on the rooftop. I didn't officially introduce myself until like a month later, but I saw other people that were going to help me. Yeah. But I didn't know that. I had to extend my hand for the help. I had to introduce myself. But I didn't know. But I was there. I was still shooting. I would bring my friends with me. We would go shoot. We would go to Wade Oval Wednesdays. Anything that's free in the city, like I would just go to, because I was broke. I'm kind of still broke. Like I would just find free stuff and just go and take my camera. My camera was with me everywhere. Like when I said I went to college and I was lonely, like that's when my camera really became my best friend. Like she's a girl. Okay. My camera is a girl. I have another one that's a boy. I have two now. But like she would be with me, and we would go together, like how people have pets. I have my camera. Like she would come. We like anywhere I go, she's there with me. Like so. Yeah. Like again, I would just tell people to try. Introduce yourself. Like how I said my friends used to be my shield. Now my camera kind of is. The camera talks for me because I have it on. Like I said, people respect you. They think we're with a publication. I didn't have on no badge when I walked on the roof. I was just there. People, oh, nice to meet you. Who do you work for? In my head, I'm like, I don't work for nobody. So I was just like, hi, I'm Asia. I'm a freelancer, because I heard that word so many times. Yeah. So I'm just like, hi, I'm Asia. Like, do you have a business card? No, but you can follow my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram. You can follow my Instagram. And then they will follow me. And then, like I said, I met Mary, did the 33 Verses. I met her at the For the Culture Tastemakers event that Camille invited me to from that rooftop. I met Mary there. I spoke with her very briefly. And then we took a picture together. And then, you know, how I was saying before, people like, oh, I'm going to work with you. I'm like, well, yeah, definitely. Like, reach out to me. I didn't hear from Mary until 33 Verses. I went to the For the Culture event in September last year. 33 Verses was April. So what? It took 6 months. Yeah. But she still reached out. She remembered you, yeah. She and in that time frame, I made it so you couldn't forget me because I kept working.
Come on now, that's a gem right there.
Yeah. I kept showing up. So like I would go to events and I would recognize people. It got to the point where it's like, I saw you here, I saw you there. And like how I said, I would take pictures of people. So then that would be my way to introduce myself. Like, I recognize you. Like, is this you? I was on my phone. This is you, right? And they're like, yeah. And then like I think it would scare some people because I'm like, I have pictures of you on my phone. I'm like, but I'm a photographer. And then I'm like, do you like this picture? And they'll be looking at it like, yeah, I do. Like, I really like it. I'm like, well, follow me. Like, still with no business cards. Yeah. I'm like, just follow me. I take pictures or I'll post you. I would tell people I will post them. I would tag you. And Yeah, so I would do that, and like I would get following. Then when you post people and you tag them, they're gonna share it. Then you get introduced to their followers.
Yeah.
Then people are nosy. I know I am. So if you see a picture of your friend having a good time at a party and they share it, you want to see what was going on. So then when they look and then they scrolling on my page, and they follow me. You don't know how many people that have slid in my DMs. Like, I seen you took a picture of such and such. I really like it. Can you come here? Can you come shoot this? I seen you on my explore page because you took a picture of my friend. Like, I guess that's how the Instagram algorithm is working now. You take a picture
is real big.
Like, you take a picture of somebody that I take a picture of somebody that you follow. You might not follow me, but I took a picture of them. I tagged them. It could show in your explore page, and then you'll see it, and you'll be like, oh, that's, I don't know. Let's make up a name. That's Stacy. Let me see what she was doing. You'll click on it. You come to my page now. So then you like, oh, Stacy, but then you swipe in.
And I want to see what else y'all doing.
It's in the, oh, what was this? And then you say, oh, let me see what else. Who's Asia's photo book? Tap.
Yeah.
Then you just scrolling down my feed, like, or you'll look at my story. Oh, what's she doing? Like, what was this? And you get followers. I mean, I just think about it like that because I know I'm nosy. So.
But that's exactly how it works, though.
So yeah.
I love your story because. Like you were saying earlier about their photographer that did this strictly club, their photographer did this strictly like wedding announcements. All that stuff.
Like, and I go to events, and what I've learned too is that a lot of photographers look down on events. It's like,
what is that?
I think they think it's like how I would describe it. I try to connect things to like music industry or like just real life. I think people think event photography, or other photographers may think event photography is like working at McDonald's.
Oh wow.
Or like if you are like an artist, like say you do weddings or like
This is a great time in Cleveland tonight, and I think what we look at is black excellence on display right now.
I feel blessed. From the moment I walked in the door, I heard Mr. Wheaton and congratulations and everything. Now all the way up to upstairs, same thing, man. It's a blessing.
I am feeling really grateful, very blessed. It's just an amazing experience to be able to be in the room with so many amazing people and people that are game changers and world changers. That's breaking bread and making businesses in Cleveland, Ohio.
This is a night for the books for not only Cleveland but Ohio. I'm so proud of Tenora.
Like, wedding is the top because you make a whole bunch of money doing a wedding. Like, I've heard photographers say they charge like $3,000 for a wedding. You there for 8 hours.
I'm in the wrong industry.
You there for 8 hours.
Yeah,
you can make $3K.
Especially if you got the view.
You can make a lot of money. Like, I don't know like what everybody makes, but like I follow Natasha Herbert. She's really nice. Like she does weddings a lot. Like looking at her pictures, she be going out. They be flying her like to Jamaica and all over the world to take some photos. I know she getting paid. Like I don't know how much, but
we know she making that money.
She make more than I am. Like she making money, and like she be going out here and she be doing that. Like that's, I look at people like her like. That's where I want to be, but I want to be where she is doing what I do. Yeah, like I don't want to go. I don't want to have to copy her all the way to get to her level of success. Like I also follow Amber Ford. Like she's a really like well-known photographer here. She's in like art museums, art galleries. Her photos are like on the side of the library and stuff like that. Oh, wow. Like she's up there too. Like she's a different version though. Like. Natasha is doing all these weddings. She's getting flown out here, there, everywhere. Amber has like a different type of respect. Like she got like collegiate respect. Like other artists respect her taking pictures. Like people that paint. Like I really admire people that paint and like take their time. Like that's real art. Like you can look at me and draw me because I can't draw. So like my camera is like me drawing. But like people can like look at you and draw you. Like they respect Amber. Amber be in the art galleries and stuff. Like she just amazing. Sorry, Amber. I always talk about you all the time. Like, but she's like on another level. She be teaching college classes and stuff. Like,
That's amazing.
like I be looking at her and Natasha. Like, if they could be like my photography parents, they would be my mom and my mom. Like, and then like Manny would be like my uncle because like he's at every event. But again, he's hired. He works for the Cleveland scene. He has a reason to be there. He gets the respect of the badge.
Yeah.
I just be getting invited from other people. They be like, here, you want to come? Here, I'll get you a ticket. Like, people will just invite me now.
Yeah.
But like Manny, Natasha, Amber, I feel like they have respect. Like they can walk in and people know who they are. And with events, I feel like because it's so fast too, and you're not posing people. You're not trying to sell nothing. Like if we were to do a photo shoot in here and like you guys wanted to advertise the pull-up experience, you probably wouldn't come to me. You might go to a Natasha or this or that. Like
you'll be surprised.
You sure will.
Yeah, like these events. Like I really do feel like people just look down on events. So like, oh, they're fast, nobody cares, or like they won't go if it's not a big event. Maybe I'll say that too. Like maybe you'll see a bigger photographer at an event, but they're very selective. They'll go to only certain events. But I don't mind like going to wherever if it's interesting to me.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm gonna go. Like I'll show up. But I do think people look down on it. It does take a lot of work. I would connect it to McDonald's because it's like when you work in fast food, or maybe not even McDonald's, just fast food industry in general, because you're just moving.
Yeah.
You're running around like you're over here, you're over there, you looking up, you looking down, like you do not stop moving at events. And like at fast food, what are you doing? Running around. Like what like Amber does, like if she's doing something for an exhibit, she can control her environment. She don't gotta like be looking like if I'm looking outside at the cars driving by, I gotta be ready.
Yeah.
Amber could set you up. Here, I want you to be here. I want you to do this. She'll have the lights. She'll have everything set up. Like she can make her own story. Like those type of photographers, they can make a story. I have to make a story off of what's already happening.
Yeah. Wow.
I could be in an event.
That's harder too.
That's a big difference.
I have to I can't predict what you're gonna do.
Right.
I can't predict if you're gonna laugh, if you're gonna shake hands, if you're gonna make a funny face, if you're gonna cry on stage. I can't predict that, but I have to be ready for it.
Yeah. That's a skill set right there. You gotta be able to catch it at the right moments.
I have to always be watching. I have to always be looking. I have to make your event look like it was controlled. If I want to focus on somebody on the microphone, like how we're sitting here, if I want to just focus on me, I have to find a way to cut y'all out.
Yeah.
But you are right here. How can I make it so I just see myself? Or how can I make it that I just see Brandon? Or how can I make it that I just see you? Like how do I shoot that?
Yeah.
How do I shoot if I want to get your car going down the street at 30 miles an hour? Like how do I get that really, really fast? Like you have to hurry up. And maybe like with weddings, it's kind of the same, but like with weddings, again, you get the respect. Everybody's dressed up. I can go to an event at the farm and it's hot and sweaty and like, no, like who want to really be out there? But like, again, I do because I'm just getting exposed to things I've never seen before. I've never done this right here before. A lot of the events, basically like 80-90% of the events, I've never done or been to anything like that. I've never seen a poetry event live. I've never seen a poet perform until I went to the creative meetups and I saw Morgan and like Khalil get on the microphone. I never seen that. I never seen a poetry event until some Morgan and Poetry Unplugged. Morgan had their photographer couldn't make it, so she reached out to me and was like, "Can you come?" I went out there and I seen a whole bunch of poets, and I'm like, "This is really like this is like Love Jones, and all, like this is
like,
real,
yeah.
Like this is real life. Like people really be doing this, and like just to see the talent, and it's like if I think that." A whole bunch of people probably never seen nothing like that before.
And goes in the city.
And then like I'm sharing it or I'm posting it. People are like, "Hey, Asia, where do I go? You know, how do I get here? How do I get there?"
Get a connect now.
Yeah. And again, it's just weird. Like I'll still post stuff and think it's like dumb. And
you gotta get out of that because
But
don't let that self doubt.
But I don't let it stop me. Like I'll still post, but it's just like I just have to keep. It's like a constant battle. You have to consistently fight through the self doubt. So any creative, any photographer, any person, whether you're a creative person or not, like anybody, you have to. The battle is within yourself. Like how I was describing, like how I might looked at my high school friend and had been jealous. Didn't have anything to do with her. It had to do with me. I was the reason I was jealous. Why was I jealous? Because she was putting herself out there and I wasn't doing it. Why wasn't I doing it? I was scared. I let fear stop me from experiencing things that I wanted to experience. So it's like you have to push beyond that. And like even now, like I'll see photographers that are younger than me. Again, because I just turned 30. But like I'll see photographers, I'll meet them like they're like, I'm 19, I'm this, I'm that. Can you help me? Can you do this? Can you do that? And I'm like, you don't need my help because you're doing something that I wasn't doing when I was 19. Do you know if I put the same energy into what I'm doing now to when I was 19? You know, I probably could be Natasha. But I probably could be Amber. And like when I talk to them and I tell them that I admire their work, they'll tell me, don't feel bad or feel like you need to be me because I've been doing this for 10 years. Natasha, like I've been doing this 14 years. Like you know how long it took me to get here? And like you can start something, and I think that's can frustrate people too. You can start it, think immediately you're supposed to be this person.
Come on now.
Like I started it, and then I'm meeting again. I met Natasha at I think at a creative meetup, and then I follow her, and I'm looking at her stuff, and I'm like, what? I want to do I want my stuff to look like this. Like why my stuff don't look like this? And I'm thinking it's supposed to be right now. I'm thinking because I follow her today. She just started today. She been. You scroll down to the bottom, it's stuff down there to say 2019, 2018. Her stuff didn't look like that then. But through time, she got to where she is, and she got to the status. So like that again is just like you have to keep going. And like if you start now, like no matter when you start, like it's the best time. Because I even think too, like even when I was 19, I wasn't ready to do what I'm doing now. When I was 19, I ain't had no car. How was I gonna get to all these events? I was on the bus. Like I wasn't gonna get there. When I was 19, I ain't had no money. Like I was working like 10 hours a week at the mall. How was I gonna afford a camera? I couldn't then. Like I couldn't afford the camera I have now. I didn't get the camera I have now until 2018, and I didn't really pop out until 2023. But like in 2018, yeah, I had my camera and I had a car, but like I didn't have a job where I can go out consistently on the weekends, or like I was working part-time, so my hours would fluctuate. So I would never know if I could come somewhere. Like everything happens when it's supposed to. I was supposed to appear at 29 and do all this stuff, and I kind of joke with my mom. I'm like, people probably think I'm like an industry plant because like I just appeared. I just appeared. People are like, who are you? Like I remember I was at one event and I was just shooting. I wasn't invited. I just showed up. It was free, and I'm shooting, and I could hear people in the back like, who is that? who invited her? Like who is the photographer? Who is she? Like who is that? And then like the person came up to me. It was Arnold Hines. Like he be doing a lot of events. I didn't know I was at Arnold. I didn't know who he was. I didn't know who nobody was. I just be showing up. So then he was like, who do you work for? And that was like everybody's favorite question to ask. And I'm like, why everybody want to know who I work for? Like I'm just here. Like people don't show up with cameras. Like is this weird? So like I'm just like, I work for myself. Like I'll just post it on my Instagram or whatever. So I'm just shooting. Manny was at this event. It was on another rooftop, but it was in like Van Aiken area. I can't think of the name right now, but it was over there. We were on the rooftop taking pictures. I saw Manny again, reintroduced myself. He was like, yeah, I remember you. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I was watching him though. I was studying him without him knowing that he was teaching me stuff. So I was watching him. Everywhere Manny went, I went the complete opposite direction because I'm like, he's taking pictures. He's supposed to be here. I'm not. So I'm posting. I wanted to look like we had two different events, even though we had the same place. So I would strategically run away. Like if Manny came by me, I would run to the other side of the event and just shoot. So Manny, again, is hired for Arnold Hines. He is getting paid. He gives him the photos. I waited till Manny posted. I was looking at all his pictures. I said, okay, whatever he posted, I'm not gonna post some people. I'm gonna post completely different people, completely different angles, completely different. So I did that. I didn't know who was running this event. Copied all the tags that Manny had. I'm like, what hashtags he using? Let me use those.
Yeah.
So then like I just copied that. I posted mine, and then like all of them people that was there that I didn't know, was coming to me. Arnold Hines reached out to me like, I love these photos. Like, I want you to come. I want you to come
That's
here.
smart though.
I want you to come here, like, or come here. We do these things, these like free networking events. So then I started going to there, and again, like with I know I'm jumping from person to person, but like Alicia with Creative Meetups, like I went there. They were advertising Futureland a lot. And I'm like, I don't even know what that is. Like, what's Futureland? And then like Camille was talking to me about Futureland on that first day on the roof. So I'm like, oh, like they both know about it, so it must be important. Like they be doing stuff. Like I don't know, I just want to go. Alicia gave like y'all got to go to creative meetups. Shameless plug. They be giving out like if you go to enough and you meet people, you network. We be getting free tickets. We be getting free tickets. So like she gave out like free tickets to the people that came to creative meetup to go to Futureland. So I requested off work one day, and I went down there. I ain't seen so many people in my life. Like I got exposed to so much, and again I had my camera on, so people was respecting me. I didn't know who none of the people was, but I took my camera. I asked one of my friends to come with me. She came with me, and I'm glad she did, because the guys at the Futureland thought she was very attractive. So because they thought she was cute, we got tickets to Forbes because this guy found her so attractive. He had like a link to go to the Forbes event. That was like a week later, because Forbes was coming to Cleveland, Forbes 30 under 30. And then she got the link, and she was like, I'm probably not gonna go, but I know you will, because you're just gonna be taking pictures. She was like, here. So she gave it to me. We got in for free. So then I was in Futureland. I was in Forbes. I was seeing like famous people, like Kendall Jenner was at Forbes, and like Bad Bunny, and like all these other people. People was coming into Cleveland from all over the country. And I was just out there. I had everybody that went to Forbes, you had a badge on. So I just put my Instagram handle because I had no business. Like, I still really haven't planned everything out all the way. But, like, I just put my tag on there. So, like, every time I introduce myself, I just flip it over and be like, follow me. Yeah. Follow me, follow me, follow me, follow me. And, like, can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? Can I take your picture? And I'm like, if you follow me, I'll post you and I'll tag you. And then, again, they tag you people from Chicago share my stuff. Now people from Chicago can come to my page, or like people from Texas I met a girl from California that worked from the LA Times. I DM'd her. She didn't reach back out to me
yet.
But yeah, like I was just meeting like all these people. I met these guys from Detroit that have a podcast too, and they interviewed me. I think I did really bad and it never went out. Like they just interviewed me on the street because I just started shooting people on the street. Not really shooting people for television. I have to like watch
the narrative.
Yeah, so I just started like taking pictures of people on the street, and then like again just trying to be different. Like the people that are hired to work at Forbes, they not outside, like really outside. They inside focus on Kendall Jenner and Bad Bunny and the celebrities and Drewski. What about the people that are here? They are important, and I think that's something else that I like to show at events. Like, yes, you're at 33 Verses and Morgan's on the stage, or Khalil's on the stage, or this person is talking, or that person is talking. But they wouldn't be here if it wasn't for the people that's watching them.
Absolutely.
Show those people. Show their reaction. Show their faces. Like, they are the reason that they're here. Like, all of us together. It's not just about the star, it's about everybody. Like we are all stars. And I also try to show people that you wouldn't normally see get their picture taken, because like I know I'm shy, and people would pass me by. So I'll try to find people, and like doing photography, you can look at somebody and kind of like I think of it like a superpower, like when you watch TV or like shows and like they show you looking at somebody, and then like you can, all their information just pops up, like on the screen like such and such, 12 years old,
Oh.
this and that,
Yeah.
like very nervous, like doesn't go outside much, or like likes to play football. Like I can just look at somebody and quickly analyze.
You can assess that.
Yeah, so it's like, let me show, like, you deserve your picture taken. Like, I'll come up to people like, can I take it? And then I'll try to also ask people, can I take your picture? So I'll just ask, like, hi, can I take your picture? And they'll be looking like, I don't know, like, I don't like getting my picture taken. I'm like, well, why not? I'm like, you look nice today. So like giving people that compliment, and then they be like, okay. And then I'll take their picture, and then I won't show them. Like some people I'll show, but then I won't show them, and then I'll post it. Like I'll make sure, like I really gotta post this, and then I'll post it, and then like they'll see what they look like, and they'll be like, wow, like that's me. I'm like, yeah, like that's you, like that's what you look like. Like why you didn't, like I didn't understand why you didn't want to take your picture in the first place. Like look at you, like this is what I see when I look at you. I don't know what you see, but what you saw me post, that's what you look like.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Like, and I think too, that's what I used to want. Like what I'm giving other people, yeah, like I give that to you because I want it back. And it's like now, like I'm kind of getting it back, and it's like y'all see me, like y'all see me out here doing stuff, like I'm really outside.
Yeah.
Like, so it be making me feel like good, like this is the time. And like the other week, my younger sister got baptized, and in this service, I was like, right before this, I was stressing out to my mom. Basically, I stress out to my mom all the time. If I stress out to my dad, he's just like, are you alive? Like, do you have a...
It's not that answer.
Yeah.
I was to my kids, like, I gotta get better at that.
Do you have a place to live? Are you breathing? Do you have water and clothes? So, like, I don't be telling him all that stuff.
That's dad's for you.
But, like, I was crying to my mom. I'm like, I'm about to be 30. I don't got no kids. Like, I'm lonely. Like, I don't got no husband. Like, everybody getting married. They having babies. Like, what am I doing? Like, this is ghetto. And then my mom is like, do you see what you've done?
Yeah.
Like,
for real.
So she'll do that. Like, she'll just remind me, like, do you see what you've done?
That's
like,
right.
you be going to these things. You be doing this. You be doing that. Like, you be doing all these things. And, like, I was talking to my friend that I told you about at Futureland that, like, got us free tickets because this guy thought she was really cute. I was telling her about it. She was like, do you know that I would kill to have what you have? She was like, you may think that me getting a phone number because some guys think I'm cute is like amazing. But she was like, I want to be where you are. She was like, when people talk to you, they actually talk to you because they want to talk to you, like genuinely get to know you. She was like, those guys were only talking to me because they wanted something from me. Like guys are talking to you because they want to get to know you here. And then it's like, but that's not gonna get. And she was like, that don't matter. She was like, you can get in a relationship and still be miserable.
Big facts.
So she was like, don't be thinking that that's what you need, because she was like, you don't know like how bad I would want to go out and people just respect. Like, yes, I look this way, or yes, I am like very attractive or whatever, but I'm not just that. Like, kind of like what we were saying, people are not just the thing you met them for. Like, you can meet a very attractive person, but they could be like a super scientist or something, but all you think about is what they look like. Like, you should be a model. like you should be a model. And it's like, I'm more than just I guess, like they said, I'm more than just a pretty face.
That's true though.
But yeah, I was crying to my mom, and we went to church, and like the pastor was just like, Jesus was, nobody knew who Jesus was in his 20s. And I was like, wait a minute, what? Like I was really listening.
Thought about that.
They waited until he was 30 to even come back out after birth. Yeah.
So they was like, the pastor was like, Jesus was under the radar, living his life, doing whatever. Don't know. I said, they was like, his 20s not documented. We don't know what that man was doing. But they said when he turned 30, he just appeared.
And he had a pop in 3 years.
And then when I heard that, I kind of started crying. Because I'm like, is this why like at 29 like it's been bubbling?
Yeah.
Like how they say like bubbling under like you bubbling, and then like at 30, boom, like hi, like I'm here.
A
so
full-fledged water
so
walker.
then
You better go, girl.
So then it's like oh, and then like I'm doing this podcast. I just turned 30 last week, so it's like okay, now you was doing stuff last year, like you thought Forbes was the best. Like I was even crying when the new year started because I'm like, how am I top Forbes? Like how am I do something?
It's getting better and better though.
How am I do something bigger than being that Forbes 30 under 30, like taking pictures there, even though I wasn't hired, like, but I was still there. So it's like, how am I do it better than that? And then like in January, I got invited. So Chef Stacy, shout out Chef Stacy, at Digital C. So basically, like at Futureland, I met this lady and her husband. I took a picture of them. They reached out to me like a month later to shoot their son graduation party. Chef Stacy was a caterer. So when my feet was hurting taking pictures, I would step out by the catering table and just talk to her, like, what you doing? Like, how long you been just talking? How long you been catering? Like, da 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 da. So she liked me. She was like, next time I have cater something, I'm gonna bring you with me, and you can shoot or whatever. So I said, okay, not thinking she was gonna do it because again, I was so used to hearing false promises. I didn't think nothing of it. We exchanged information. And then I ran into her at Target with my little sister. And then I was like, oh, Chef Stacy, like, I remember you. She was like, yeah, I'm here. I'm picking up some stuff. I need you to come out for me. Like, I'm going to text you. I came out. She invited me to shoot at the Digital C launch party in January after I did a few events for her, like for Christmas time. And I went to the Digital C party, never heard Digital C, didn't know what it was. Like, I seen stuff about Midtown Tech High, didn't know what it was, though. So I get in there, and they having this big old party. I'm feeling underdressed because everybody dressed up. I got on jeans. And I was just taking pictures. Like, I was told, like, just do what you do. She was just like, just do what you do, and send me the pictures, and I'll give it to them. So I gave them the pictures and everything. And then they used my photo on Yahoo Finance of their CEO, who I didn't know was the CEO.
Shout out to John.
Yeah, I didn't know he was the CEO. Again, I was just taking pictures, and then like I saw him in the back, and I'm like, why everybody reporting you? Like, why? Because I seen like it was like news. Like
it was a big deal when they first opened.
I didn't. Again, I don't know. So I'm like, why is everybody recording you? Like, who are you? Like, what is this?
Who are you?
And then he was like, this is my space.
Event, yeah.
And I'm like, for real? And he was like, yeah. And I'm like, wow, like that's so cool. Like, and you black and you young and you a man and you bringing this and all these people here. Like, you should be real proud of yourself. Like, congratulations. And then I just walked away. But I just thought like that was really cool. And again, I didn't know that I was taking his picture or like, you know, what that was going to do. But they used it on like their websites on different publications. I got like a credit at the bottom. I was like, what? I'm on the internet? And it's like, oh, Yahoo Finance. So then it was like, Dad, how I'm gonna do? And then it's like, now you try to top yourself. Like, I'm not, and then it got to the point where I'm not looking at Amber. I'm not looking at Natasha. I'm not looking at Manny. I'm not looking at this person or that person or this person. Now I'm looking at me like, how you gonna do something, you know, else? And this is January. Like, how you start? This is supposed to be like the end of the year type thing. In the
beginning of the year with that.
Right. Yeah. So I'm like, wait a minute. Like, that's so cool. And yeah. Like, again, it just keeps going. And like, again, now I'm here. I might have an exhibit or like be featured somewhere in like a couple of weeks. So if y'all want to see my little table at Crosslands on June 2nd, I don't got all the information yet. Like I guess as they would say, the ink isn't dry, but it kind of is. But like I might have a little table. I don't even know what I'm gonna sell because they like if you want to sell some of your work. I'm like, people want to buy my photos. Like I'm just so used to posting them. So I'm like, how am I have a display table? Because like I've seen so many display tables do different events, but I'm like, what I'm gonna put on? Like I just be taking pictures of people. Like y'all going a picture of a stranger on your table at an event. Like so then like now I guess the new thought is, how do you make like consistent money? Like I can make money at events and like I'll give just transparent like thought. like you may see me a lot of places, which is great, but like I'd probably say like half of the events that you see me at, I'm getting paid. The other half, I am not, but I'm still there, and I like every picture is still treated like I'm getting paid.
Yeah.
And I'm hot, y'all. So if my hair is like slowly expanding,
it's not. She's so
I feel like, but yeah, like maybe half of the events or the things you see me at, I'm getting paid for, which it's not really that big a deal because I still have a job. So I would also advise, like, even if you starting out, you don't gotta quit your job. Like I still got a 9 to 5. Like I be working, and then I come out on the weekends. Like I be tired. Like you be tired. Like people think, oh, if you're an entrepreneur, you're gonna be sleepy. Like if you working your job and pursuing your passion after work, you're gonna be tired too. Like no matter what you do, you're gonna be tired.
That is a fact.
So like I be tired, and but I feel like just I have so many thoughts in my head, but like you will get tired, but you just have to keep working. You have to keep going, you have to keep trying. Also, you have to learn how to say no. Somebody has taught me that. I've heard that a lot. Like you don't have to do everything.
Yes.
You can say no to an event. You don't have to go to all of them.
That's a fact.
Because whatever event you're supposed to be at, you're gonna be at. And like also, what I would like tell other photographers is like, one, don't quit your day job because you're gonna need some money. So like, even if you are getting paid for half your jobs, it ain't gonna hurt you because you can still pay your rent. Like you gotta be able to eat and put food on your table. So like, that's one. Even if you might not get what you think you're worth right away, if you have your regular job and like you can pay your bills with your regular job, any extra money is just great. Like, like thank you for this extra money. Like eventually I will get to where it's sustainable and I can quit. Like that would be nice. But you do need healthcare. And I don't know how like entrepreneurship works with healthcare, but like your 9 to 5 will give you healthcare. Yeah. So don't be afraid to keep your job. Like you can do both. Like y'all be going to the club. Like you can go to work. Try, just show up, like say hello to somebody, like introduce yourself, use your talent as a shield. Like talking about your talent can take it off of you because you're talking about something that you love to do. Like again, we should all love ourselves, but you can get in your head like, what are they thinking about me? Or like you could your thoughts can start going. So it's like talk about what you like to talk about, and then that will take over. And then your personality will shine through that because you're talking about something you love, and then like the goodness in you will show because you're just talking about what you love to do. So don't be afraid to quit your job. Try, introduce yourself. Even if you don't feel like you're ready, even if you don't have business cards. Like I've heard so many people, I'm not ready. I don't have business cards. I don't have this. I don't have that. I showed up on that roof with a camera and a dream and nothing. I had no business cards. People was asking me for business cards. I said, I don't have one, but you can follow me. Like, use your social media. That's what it's for. Like, advertise. Even if you don't have a business page, people want to know you. Like, I've also noticed that I can take pictures, and like Steve takes pictures, and like all these other people may do events, but they want me because they know me, or they feel a connection to me. Like, me and Steve would take the same picture, exact same. What makes me different from him? The connection you have with either one of us. Yeah. Like he works with you guys. I can't come up in here and say I want his job because I've tried to take some other people's jobs at different events, but they loyal to their people because that's their people. But I be thinking that some of these people can't shoot. But
not you, Steve. We know you got that.
Not you. But some other events, I got their own photographer. Like, and I'll just be there, and I'll be like, don't, and I'll post myself, and I'll be like, wow, we love it. And then they want to use mine, but I'm like, don't you got a photographer? And I'm like, now wait a minute.
Don't be cheating with me.
So I'm like, now wait a minute. If you got one, and this person was there, but you like mine, fire them and use me,
or bring a collective and we could get both perspectives or something.
No, just get rid of them because I'll show up.
Page on our Cat Williams today.
I'll show up and then they be like, "Oh, we're so happy to see you!" Like, yay! And then like I'll be like, I'll shoot and stuff, and again, they person will be there, and I'll be intimidated because I'll see that big camera, so I'll be thinking like, I could automatically think like, they stuff just gonna be better just because of what they got. And like, don't think that either. Just because you see somebody with better equipment don't mean they got the skill to use it. So I'll see that and I'll be like, well, what's the point? Like, why am I even here? Like, what am I shoot that they can't get, and that's just gonna be as good? And like, you can still shine. Like, don't stop. Like, what I see and what they see are two different things.
Yeah.
Like, again, if I use the example of me and Steve taking the same picture, he could take a picture in his eyes. What he see, what I see is different. Like, I could take a picture of you, he could take a picture of you, and it could be like two different things. The light could be different, the way he edit could be different, like the way he might shoot you from above, I might shoot you from below, like whatever way people choose to do it. And it's like, what do the person like? Something that I also try to do is, like, when you take pictures of people, make them look good. Like, don't be
huge.
It's
so simple, but so
I'm about to say sound obvious, but you're right.
Don't shoot, like, again, not gonna say no names, other people, but like, I've had people that I've taken pictures of reach out to me and say, I've been at so many events and I've had my picture taken, and this is the first time that I actually like the picture.
It matters.
I feel like, I'm sorry, men. I feel like male photographers, I'm sorry.
Hey.
Y'all don't know angles. Like, when y'all take y'all selfies on the dating apps, on Instagram, when men post their pictures, y'all be needing help.
No, listen.
When y'all take pictures of your girlfriends, that's why they be mad. Like, y'all don't know the angles. And like, I'll come and shoot somebody talking on the microphone. If you got a heavier set person, why are you showing when they talking with and they might have like a double chin or something? Like, change the angle. Shoot them a different way. Like,
that's good.
Why are you making them look bad just so you could say you got the shot? Like, you got the shot, but they not looking their best.
Right, that's good.
You want them to look good. Like, even when you take a group picture of your friends, you be mad your friend posted the picture. Why you post that and my eyes is closed? Like, I'll see that. Like, people will be at events or event photographers, they'll post their stuff. People eyes closed. You see the food in their mouth, like they chewing.
I'm laughing because Marquita always talking about taking bad pictures. I take the worst pictures of Marquita.
Like, you'll see. It'll be like a dark skinned person, and they'll take a picture of them in the dark. It's like, wait a minute, like, I can't see this person. Or like, you'll be in a dark environment and ain't no light. I can't see you. Like, like, what was you doing? Like, yes, you was there, and yes, you got paid. But like, you not even trying to make your people look good. Like, if I take a picture of somebody and I know they don't look good, I'm not gonna post it. Like, no matter how bad. Like, people might ask me, do you got a picture of me from this event? I'll lie and say no, even if I do, because I know the picture not good. And I'm not gonna send you that so you would think that I'm a bad photographer. Because some people will think, like, you took this picture of me, you not good. Like, like, I might take a bad angle sometimes, but I'm not gonna show it to you so you could think that I'm bad. I'm only gonna show you the best ones. So also, people, when y'all be harassing the photographer for the photos, talking about y'all want all of them, you really don't. Because it's a lot of duds in there. It really is. Especially when you do events or even like weddings. Like, whatever event you do where it's not like structured. Like, even now, if somebody took a picture of me blinking, I don't want that. Like, don't send me that. Like, so the photographer will do their best to pick the best pictures of you. Like, don't think that we just being stingy. Like, you don't want that. Like, I would say
they're looking out for you.
Like, I would say that at an event, like, a photographer on average can maybe take, like, if I'm at a 2-hour event, I could take like 500, 600 pictures. What? I'm not gonna give you the 600. You're gonna get about 50, maybe 30. And you'll see, like, if you look at the photographers, I don't have my stuff all together, my business stuff, but I'll see their packages. They'll be like $100, $200, and you get 30. And they could be there, and they could take over, like I said, over 300 pictures. They going through them. Which ones is the best? Which ones make you look good? Like, and I'm just saying that, like, hopefully everybody doing that, and they just not giving you everything just for the money. Like, but I also think too that a lot of people want to get into the photography or the videography industry because they think it's a lot of money, and it is. Again, like I said, wedding photographers can make like $3,000 a day, doing a wedding and like editing and making the books and all that stuff. They think, oh, it's easy money because I bought a camera that's $500 or $600. Or $1,000 investment can make me all this money. And it can if you know what you're doing. A lot of people don't know what they're doing. They just think, again, because they have this expensive equipment, that it's going to work for you.
Yeah.
And a lot of people also think, oh, I've seen a
Tired
lot
of carrying that load? Drop the house. Gutter Properties will buy your house as is with offers up to $300,000. Need serious repairs, liens, taxes, or judgments? We'll work through your unique situation to get that house off your back. During your free, no-obligation appraisal, we maintain social distancing and take every precaution to ensure your experience is safe. Drop the house. Gutter Properties. Call us or visit gutterproperties.com
If
today.
you're a photographer and you follow the photography pages, it'll be a lot of memes where people are like, your camera takes great pictures. And it's like, it's not the camera, it's me.
Yeah, it's the
Like,
operator for sure.
Like, yes, I pressed the button, or people might think, oh, it's just you pressing a button. Like, no, you gotta see, I wish like there could be something that could attach to your eyeballs or something just to show people what you see. But it's like you can see the picture. Well, at least I can. Like, I can see the photo. Like, I'm not trained. I didn't go to school for this. I didn't like take classes on photography or anything like that. It's just something, again, like I said, I grew up with. I grew up with my mom taking videos, or like us having like the Kodak cameras or whatever. I grew up with that and like the joy it brings. So like I can just see things, and I don't know, it just looks good. Like, people are like, how do you know how to shoot like that? Or can you teach me the way you shoot? And I'm like, I don't really know if I can, because I just know what to do. Like I just see it. Like, I don't know. I'm sorry.
No, that's good.
No problem.
Yeah. So I'm saying we got a chance to talk about your past, we got a chance to talk about your present, and we got a chance to even talk about your future. But you've been coming up with Crosslands and whatnot. I do want to ask you the simple question that we get a chance to ask everybody, because that's my favorite part of the show. Well, I got a lot of favorite parts, but because with you starting out, and you are a prime example of collaboration in the city. So my question to you, Asia, is how do you feel like, because unfortunately Cleveland has a narrative of not being collaborative, how do you feel like we can change that narrative?
Treating people that reach out to you like they're you.
That's a good one.
Because how would you be where you are if somebody didn't help you?
That's good. That's so good.
I'll start naming more people. I've met, I don't know if you guys follow like Miss Cream of the Crop. I'm not going to say her real name because I know you don't want your government name out there. But she has like an Instagram page where she like blogs and talks about different events. And she also is like the marketing person at MOCA, Cleveland Museum of Contemporary Art. So remember how I talked about I would find free events on like Destination Cleveland, thisiscle.com?
Yeah.
So back to, again, that first day on the rooftop, all those people I kind of met there all come back like to even now. I met this lady there. Her name was Sarah, I think. And like I was just like, oh, hi, what do you do? Because I like took a picture of her and her friend. I thought they looked nice like in the sunlight. I'm like, can I take y'all pictures? She said, sure. So introduced myself. She was like, oh, who do you work for? Me, like blah 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 blah. I'm like, well, what do you do? She was like, I work for Destination Cleveland. I'm like, is that the thisiscle.com? Is that the website? And she was like, yeah. And I'm like, that's how I found this place. So she was like, oh, really? I'm like, so how do I work for you? So I just start asking people, like, how do I work for you? Like, how do you, like, I was like, what do I need to do to get my pictures on your website? Because I be going to the free events. Like, I already be taking pictures. Like, what do I do? So she gave me like her info, and she gave me her info, and she took my email. And then like, I think it was earlier this year. Yeah, it had to be. Like earlier this year, I got an email. Like they have like these Destination Cleveland meetups where like they call you the local advocates. So like people that like advocate for Cleveland, they have these little meetups for you. So I went to this place. I can't even remember where it was at, but I think it was like in Rocky River. I can't remember. But I went there. It was snowing bad. I get there. I was late after work, and I saw like one other black girl there. Everybody else was like white. And like I always just try to like go around black people because I feel more comfortable. Like I grew up in a predominantly black area, so like sometimes being around people that aren't black makes me a little nervous. So like I saw this girl there. I was there by myself before she came. No, she was already there. So I just sat down. Didn't know who she was. I said, hi, I'm Asia. I was like, what do you do? And then she introduced herself. And she was like, yeah, I work for MOCA. I work for the Cleveland Museum of Art. So remember how I told you guys I was obsessed with like Amber and like her being at the art museum and stuff. So I'm like, it's this girl, she be in the museum. Like, how do I get myself in the museum? I just be trying to see how I could work with these people. I'm like, how I get myself in the museum? So she told me the same thing Amber did. So also, if you like a photographer, you like somebody's work, slide in their DMs, because I slid in Amber's DMs, and I was just like, I really love your work. Like, can we meet? Like, can you talk to me? Like, I was that person. Can you mentor me? Like, and she reached back out and she was like, okay, sure. And then we met up and like we had like coffee, even though I don't drink coffee, but we met at a coffee shop. And like I just asked her like all the questions I had. She was answering them, and then I was like, I'll shadow you, like whatever you want me to do, I'll do it, because like I want to do what you're doing. And then like maybe like this past March, she was like, I'm gonna take you to Waterloo, on the 1st, like be ready to go. And then we went down there and like Waterloo Arts District, for anybody that doesn't know. Oh, and since we're talking, it's the 216th episode, 216. I'm naming like all these Cleveland places.
Yeah, come on
like,
now.
Waterloo Arts District, for all the art people. Amber took me out there. Like I've been there before, but I didn't know like all of the stuff they do on the first Friday of the month. So every first Friday of the month, if you go down to Waterloo Arts District, it's like museums and stuff like art museums, galleries, and like different art installations and like live music and all this stuff. So dope. Amber was just showing me around, and she was just like, when I first started, when I was in school, like I would come down here, I would talk to all of these people. She started introducing me to people. Hi, this is hey, and then they're like, oh Amber, we love you, and I'm like, you're like a celebrity, because they just like flocking over you, like everywhere we went, like they were in love with her. And she was like, oh hi, well this is Asia, and she's pretty new. I just wanted to show her around. So then I'm meeting all these people. And like that was just really great, but I keep losing track of like the original question.
How have you changed the narrative?
But like so changing the narrative, like how I said with like Amber, she was helping me, taking me around, showing me around. Like she took time out of her Friday night to let me follow her around. Like that was really cool. And then like she was doing a photo shoot like the next day or like maybe the next week. And it had something to do with like be a tourist in your own city. Oh, awesome. And like again, I go around events acting like a tourist all the time. Like I don't live here. So she had some of her friends, like 4 of her friends, come out and like be the models for her. So we're downtown and I'm watching her how she works. She got this big old book bag with all her camera gear in it. She whipping stuff out. She like, give me the 40. I'm like, what's that? and it's like a certain type of lens. And she like, you got to do it like she's showing me stuff. She don't got to do that. She not getting paid for this. Amber be getting paid for stuff like this. Like she would just show me stuff. And like I'm watching her take pictures. I brought my camera too. Like even though I'm supposed to be following you, I'm gonna shoot too. I'm gonna shoot you, shooting them. Like I'm gonna do something too. And then like I introduced myself to her model friends. I'm like, hi, like can I take a picture? I still think those are my best pictures up to this point because Amber was right there telling me what to do. But like helping people and again treating them like how you were treated. Somebody had to bring Amber around. She didn't just come down there by herself. Somebody told her. But again, she went to school, so she probably had a class and like teachers and people bringing her there. Like I had to ask, but it's again, you ask, but then when somebody comes to you for help, if you really have the time and like I don't know, just extend the hand. Like if somebody reaches out to you, how dare you slap them down? Like they are coming to you for help. Like you don't know how that could affect them. Like I just always say nice stuff about her. Like I say nice stuff about everybody that's helped me. Everybody I've named, like I don't got nothing bad to say like about any of them. Like Digital C, like all of these events that I've gone to, they've helped me. Just by letting me come in there. Like they could say you can't shoot here, you not hired. Like they might have a photographer, they still let me come in and shoot. They don't kick me out. And like I just come in, I talk to them, and yeah, you just gotta extend the hand. Like if somebody reaches to you, you reach back, because who helped you? Like you couldn't get here alone. So just doing that. And I would just say, I don't know, like don't forget where you came from. And I think that's another thing that I do. I like to post like old things because it's like I remember. I will never forget where I came from. I think people, when they get to a certain level or they get so high, they forget that they were struggling. They forget that it was hard. They forget, like, they talk to you at their level now. Like, if somebody coming to you and they don't know, not talk down, but meet them where they are.
Yeah.
Talk to people where they are. Like, people will talk above you, and then you don't want to hear it no more. Like, you talking at me, like, come down to where they are, talk to them where they are, and help them come up. Help them. And even if you can't, like, physically help them, just be nice.
Yeah.
Give a compliment. Like, be nice. Like, you don't ignore people. If somebody says hello to you, just say hi back. Just smile back. Like, you can just be nice. Like, I think it's so hard for people to be nice or to remember what it was like again when they were not where they are now. Like, Morgan was very nice to me about that. She was like, I remember not knowing A, B, C, D, and E, F, G, and if I had a mentor, I would have told myself this, and she's telling me what she would have told herself. She's telling me these things. Like, and I also feel like go to people that, I mean, you feel comfortable with. And I also noticed too, like, if you're a woman, it's people may think that other women won't help you, but they will. A lot of the people that I named are women. Those are a lot of people that have given me opportunities. Women, other Black women, they've helped me. Don't be afraid to reach out to your fellow sister. Like, like, they will help you. Like, don't feel like everybody is in competition with you. And if they are, you'll know, because they'll be really mean and nasty to you. And like not even to just shout out the women. Some men have been very nice. Some not so nice. Like, some try to get over on you or think, oh, she's new, she don't know. Like, I've had some instances where I did an event, was told I was going to get paid and ain't get my money. I know who you are.
Oh, man.
I know who you are, and you know who you are, and you know you ain't pay me. But look at me now.
Yeah, come on now.
Like, and this happened within the past since August, like, where I ain't get my money. But like, I've been doing other things, and I've seen you liking stuff on my page, but you still ain't paid me. Like, and that type of stuff I don't understand. Like, you out here, or people can be out here and they present. Yes. They got money, they got status, they got this, they got that, but you can't pay me $50. You can't pay me for my work that you said that you love so much you was gonna pay me, and then when it's time to pay me, you disappear, but you on my page like and stuff. And that go back to relationships too. People will ghost you on the phone. They won't call you, they won't text you, but they be all in your stories looking. What you looking for? You don't like me? What you looking for? What are you? I get into this, like, again, I think my mom is just my best friend. And, like, I try to talk to my dad about this stuff, but he's like, are you alive? Like, he just goes back to the simple basics. I'm like, Mom, I be getting so mad because, like, you'll call somebody or text somebody, they'll ignore your call, ignore your text, won't say nothing, but they'll get on that same phone, go to your page, like stuff, be in your comments, looking at your stories, just looking, but then they won't call you or text you. Use those same fingers that you opened your phone, put in your code, logged into Instagram, scroll to find me, and do what you're supposed to do. You did more taps being nosy than handling your business. Like, so yeah, like, people, I know y'all be watching. Like, people be watching. I see y'all. I see everybody that be looking that didn't help me. Like, I don't say nothing to them. I be nice to everybody, but I see you. I didn't forget. Like, and I think people too, like, don't forget, like, if somebody do you wrong, don't forget that. Like, you don't got to work with them, but you don't got to be mean to them either. Like, I smile and stuff, but I don't like you. Like, I don't like you. Like, if you ever ask me to come back out, I'm not coming. Like, I feel like my interview has gone, like, all over the place.
No. I love this because it's so honest, and it's so much that needs to be said that doesn't get said enough. People don't be Everybody talking. Keep it very surface level. And I love that you are able to respectfully tell it like it is.
You could want Cat Williams one time, you didn't.
No, she's stayed respectful, but she's also been very honest and transparent in her journey. Exactly. And so, like she said, because I'm big on the answer is no, never again.
Like, I see you, and it's just like the people that have been nice to me, that have respected me, and that have helped me along the way, I'll always sing you praises. Like, I have this whole this whole interview is probably so many more people. I'm sorry, but like, okay, let me just name out some big events I went to. Like the people at Fresh Fest, y'all great. Like y'all so nice. Fresh Fest, Forbes, Futureland, Creative Meetups, Digital Seed, Midtown Tech Hive. Chef Stacy, hey, you've been really helpful. You've been giving me jobs. You putting money in my pocket because like the guy that work at Highland Hills Police Department, I might be at the Memorial Day Parade. So y'all might see me out there shooting people on the floats or something, sweating out there. So that like Miss Cream of the Crop and like all the events that I've been able to be at with Mocha, like thank you for that. The Saturday events at Mocha, the big party, like the party that I shot at in March with the Vera twins, like that was really cool. I went to like some fancy art gala where people were paying $500 to go to a free museum for like the fundraiser event. Like I was around the rich people, like I've never seen that like that. But if people like, they all believed in me, all those people, like they trusted me, and they shined their light on me. They used their platform to help me. Like they didn't have to do that. Thank you guys. Thank the Pull Up Experience for having me here again. Like I didn't think that, like, again, you could just say some stuff and not really think that it's gonna happen. So like me being here, like I said, you was just like, I like your work. I'm like, well, put me on your show. Like, okay,
you really did.
like so it's like I didn't.
I
really
respected it too. I'm like, I respect it though.
I didn't think you was really gonna do it, but like I'm here, so like, thank you for that. Thank you to my dad. Like, even though I be saying he don't be going to hear me when I get emotional, he always be supportive. He be like, let's go out and shoot.
Shout out to Dad.
Let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do this. My dad always made me feel like I could. I could just do whatever I want. Like he be right there. Like when we went to Fresh Fest last year, KRS-One performed, and I was like, Dad, you have to come, because like my whole life, KRS-One. I know all the songs by force. I didn't try to learn all of those records
by force, not by choice.
Right. But KRS-One came, and I was like, Dad, you have to come with me. Like,
the time.
And he performed, and my dad was in the back, and I'm like, no, because like I was able to get up to the front, because like also photographers, you can go online, and like some events have like they'll let you come to the events if you apply for a media pass. That's how I found Fresh Fest, off of thisiscle.com, and then I went to their website, and they were looking for photographers, and I just filled out the info, and then I got a badge. So that was like my first time I had an official badge, and that was last September, like 1 month after being on the roof. But anyways, I seen my dad was in the back. I said, no, you got to get up on stage. You love this man. Like, so to get my dad close up to the stage together, and then look back, he all happy. I got a picture I posted on my page, but like just seeing how happy he was, and knowing like all that time, like growing up, knowing, I don't know, just knowing I could do that for you. And like you could see that, and I could see you see it. That was really great. So like my dad, like, thank you. My mom, like, I call her my Kris Jenner. Even though she don't be doing right, I'd be like, you gotta give me jobs. You're supposed to be my manager. Like, you gotta book me. Like, she'll come out. Like, I invited her to a couple of events this year, and like just having her there, like it relaxed me. Just having my parents there. Like I was telling them, I'm like, now I'm 30. I'm like, y'all my only friends. Like I'm like, I call y'all all the time. Like y'all used to get on my nerves, like as a kid, and I would want to run and be with my friends. And I was like, now every time something happened, let me call mom, let me call dad. Like this happened, or help me. And it's like they like, I thought we would be done with you by the time you turn 30. I'm like, you gonna be with me forever. Like you always gonna have to help me. I'm gonna need you. So
that's good.
Like shout out to my parents, like my mom and my dad. Like they mean a lot. They're the like, even though they're not here, like they here because they with me. Like I don't know. So like that's something that I just want to do, and I don't know if this is like I feel like our interview is wrapping up, but like I guess if I could like tie it up in a way, like don't forget where you came from. Don't forget, like how you said in the beginning, like pain, you flip that and you can make it into whatever, gold, diamonds, whatever. Don't forget that pain and where you came from. Like don't forget the struggle. Like, I'll never forget riding the bus and like hating riding the bus back and forth, being tired, going to school, like going to work, like being miserable. I'll never forget those feelings. And like when these things happen, all I can do is be grateful, because I'll never forget when I wasn't grateful. I'll never forget when I was feeling bad about myself, or when I was quiet. Like, I'll look back at those pictures like, you couldn't believe what you about to do now. And like, don't ever think it's too late. Like, sometimes I would think like, if I just would have went to college for photography, I could be here. I should have did this. Or what if I would have did this back then? Like, you did what you were supposed to do. And like, the mind I have now is able to handle this. The mind I had then couldn't do what I'm doing now. Like, she wouldn't have known what to do, but that girl back then was working for this. Like, she went through all that on the buses and feeling lonely or being teased in elementary school, so she could be here. Like, that version of me did that for me today. She went through all of that to help me. So don't forget who you were. Like, you carry that with you. You carry your family, your loved ones with you. They did all that they did so you could be here. My mom and dad, all their sacrifices is so I could be here. They carried that with them. Like how I talked about Black people and us always being in pain. Our ancestors, slavery, civil rights, Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like, they did all of that so that we could be doing what we're doing. So that we can be at Ford, so that we could be at Futureland, so that we could be at these places. So why continue to show the pain, show the fruits of their labor, show the joy of their sacrifices, of everybody's sacrifices. We are all connected. If I'm gonna quote Lion King, I love Disney. We're all one. Like, we all are connected. Black, white, whatever, whoever. Like, bring them with you. Do not forget why you do what you do. It's not about money. What did it make you feel like when you wasn't making money? Like, what did it make you feel like when you were broke? Like, you probably make money doing this podcast on YouTube. I don't know. Like, you might have ads or whatever. But you were doing this when you ain't have no ads.
Oh yeah.
And
like
like
that.
And like, why was you doing it then? Like, you didn't forget.
For moments like this.
Yeah.
Like, you didn't forget that. You kept doing it. You didn't give up. And I feel like too, a lot of people don't succeed in what they say they want because they think they want the money or they want the success. But like, you have to keep going. You have to keep going. You have to keep meeting people. And one more person that I want to say their name, that's been really nice and helpful. Darnell, Raw Glass Visions, thank you.
Oh,
come on, Darnell.
Like, thank you. I met him at creative meetups as well. Like, through meeting him and Brian, K Photography. Like, I can shoot at a church a couple of Sundays. Like, if people aren't available, like, that's a more consistent job. Darnell has given me great advice. Seeing him is like seeing a friendly face. He's really nice, very helpful. So like, thank you. Like, again, thank you to everybody. Like, again, just when you carry all that with you, you will always be nothing but grateful and gracious for any opportunity that comes your way. Anytime people want to work with me, it's very exciting because it's like, you like me, like because I'll revert back to that person that felt like maybe people didn't, and then it's like, oh, you do, like thank you for bringing me here. Like, I don't know what else to say, so like, thank you both.
Thank you.
No, thank you. And like, I feel like this is a great 216 episode.
Yes.
Because like we do a lot of interviews, right? But we don't get too often where people, because everyone, I feel like they have a curated story they already have in their mind of what they want to describe or already take what they want to do. I love that you were genuinely yourself, authentically yourself, and I can't think of a better way to have an interview.
Thank you.
So this is the most important question: where can people reach you? Where can they see your work? Where can they book you?
Oh, y'all can follow me on Instagram at Asia's Photo Book, ASIAPHOTOBOOK. Asia's photo book on Instagram. You can always find me. I'm always posting something.
Yes.
If you don't see photography, you may see Twilight content. I'm a little obsessed, but other than Twilight content, you will see photography. So yeah, like don't unfollow me if you like. Dang, she posting about Twilight. Ain't this a photography page? Yes, but sometimes like. I mean, y'all like Harry Potter. I like Twilight. Leave me alone.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. Yes. And for all Malaysian people, that will be in the show notes. So
yes,
you watch the episode,
yes,
it's right there. So Booker, however, at your next event, get some great moments being captured by this young lady right
here. Thank you.
Yes. Guys, we got to pay some bills, right? Help me out, Marquita. June 22nd.
Pink and Black Honors. And make sure you bring your dad because KRS-One is going to be a speaker this year.
Y'all gonna give me some tickets?
Oh, we will talk after the word. We got you.
See, y'all ask and you shall receive. No, for real. No. Oh, yeah, so Dad, we going. I told him. Because I saw it and I saw he was coming. I was calling my dad. I'm like, these tickets, $50 plus. Like, how we going to get in there? Like, I'm going to try to pull something. So, yeah, for real.
Yeah. If he's really a fan, I think it would be wonderful to come.
No, he is. Please, help us.
Yes,
put it out there. But he will be there June 22nd. We are honoring and having the blessing of working with the Pink and Black Honors, Tenora, me, shout out to the whole team that has continued to put things together as far as events.
Black excellence is best.
Yes, and we are definitely honoring all creatives, community change agents, entrepreneurs within the city. So please meet us there. Don't meet us there. It's going to be an amazing event. On top of the Pink and Black Honors, what do we have? June 9th. We have our panel. Everybody loves to talk about business and relationships, so let's talk about it. It will be at the Man and the Legend. Absolutely. We got it's gonna be a time. We have some amazing panelists from business and relationships from the perspective of singles, those who are dating, and those who are married, which is going to be a wonderful panel event. Y'all know we do free events. You can meet us at the 4 Bistro, 4450 Mayfield Road. That will be Sunday, June 9th, 3 p.m. Make sure you are there in the room. You guys know we specialize in creating dope spaces for dope people to meet each other, even if we're just putting a mirror to their face and letting them see who they really are. So make sure you are in the right rooms because that is where all the magic happens.
Absolutely.
What else am I missing? What else we got coming up?
I think that's all we got as far as the best one.
Nothing for Juneteenth?
You know what? That's funny you said that because we do not. I think we'll be out in the field.
Yes. Don't forget Juneteenth, June 19th is for Black people. That's our Independence Day. Don't forget we celebrate the struggles of our ancestors.
Absolutely.
So don't forget that.
Support Black business that day.
Yeah.
Every day, not even just Juneteenth.
Can I keep this?
You know what? I'll send you a link or whatnot. Because that was actually a gift from a guest.
Really?
One of our guests gave me that because she the last one I had was very long.
We're gonna have a talk.
Shout out to Ashley B, by the way. Thank you,
Ashley
Ashley B. The
Ashley.
best gift I ever got.
We're gonna be talking, Ashley.
I think that's all. But I do want to make sure that we don't forget to thank you, the person watching, you, the person listening, because once again, as of right now, as we speak, we are 7.6 million views.
Wow.
15.8 thousand subscribers, and we average, I want to say, around 1,900 views per episode, which is nothing to scuff at. That is
absolutely.
You want to talk about something that you want to we was the industry plan.
Yeah, came out of nowhere. Continue.
Facts.
And it's all a testament to you all, your subscribership, your viewership, you just supporting other amazing people. Our biggest thing was just exposing the amazing talent that we have here in our city and helping introverts get real social. And we've done that. I think we've done a wonderful job, but it's only because you all show up. The audience was making it. So every like, share, subscribe,
we appreciate
view. Thank you so much.
And we're not stopping anytime soon. So you want to hear great stories like Asia, continue to do just that, okay? And I think that's all we got. Episode 216, guys.
216.
Hi, Mom and Dad.
There we go.
I'm gonna watch this.
Yes.
I know I'll get 2 views at least from y'all.
Listen. You about to be. You thought you had some views before. You about to get some views now.
Yeah.
We about to go viral.
That's right. So Let's go. We thank you. Roll to 250 episodes. That's where we on right now. Y'all stay tuned, all right?
Yes.
We'll see y'all next week. All right, peace.
Bye.
Perfect.
Oh,